Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joey Graziadei shares first impression of DWTS partner Jenna. Season 28 Bachelor star Joey Graziadei is among the celebrities competing on Season 33 of Dancing with the Stars. He shares his first impression of pro partner Jenna Johnson ahead of the season premiere. Keep reading to see what he had to say. Season 33 Dancing with the Stars cast. America's favorite celebrity dance competition returns for another season this month. ABC released the official cast list on September 4. Many of the names had already been leaked online, but there was one that came as a complete surprise to everyone. Jenna Tran was a last-minute addition to the Season 33 cast. The season finale of her Bachelorette season aired the night before the DWTS cast announcement. She was already headed to NYC to appear on Good Morning America when she found out that she would be competing on Dancing with the Stars. The cast list includes controversial fake heiress Anna Delvey, who served nearly 4 years in prison for fraud. Check out the full Season 33 cast and their pro partners: Stephen Nedorostik and Riley Arnold, Alona Maher and Alan Burston, Brooks Nader and Gleb Savchenko, Anna Delvey and Ezra Sosa, Eric Roberts and Rit Stewart, Joey Graziadei and Jenna Johnson, Fedor Parks and Val Chmerkovsky, Tori Spelling and Pasha Pashkov, Dwight Howard and Daniela Karagach, Chandler Kinney and Brandon Armstrong, Danny Amendola and Whitney Carson, Reginald VelJohnson and Emma Slater, Jenna Tran and Sasha Farber. Joey Graziadei shares first impression of partner Jenna. Joey Graziadei was heavily rumored to join DWTS, and he was hoping his partner would be Jenna Johnson. He told Us Weekly that his sister is an avid viewer of the ABC dance competition. Joey even suggested that Jenna and her husband, fellow DWTS pro Val Chmerkovsky, could teach him moves for his wedding to fiance Kelsey Anderson. Jenna Johnson was also happy to be paired with the former Bachelor. He's tall, he's athletic, and I was like, yes, yes, and yes, she gushed. Bachelorette Jenna Tran's partner recalls their first meeting. Joey will compete against his ex, Jenna Tran. She was a contestant on his season of The Bachelor before becoming the Bachelorette for Season 21. Her pro partner, Sasha Farber, recounted to Us Weekly his whirlwind first sighting of Jenna. Joey Graziadei, best known for his heartfelt and romantic journey on The Bachelorette, had barely caught his breath after his whirlwind experience before diving headfirst into a new adventure, Dancing with the Stars. The announcement of his participation in the latest season of the beloved dance competition sent waves of excitement through his fan base. Yet, as thrilling as the opportunity was, Joey knew the competition was no cakewalk. He'd be judged not just on charm and charisma, but on precise movements and technique, skills that, admittedly, didn't come naturally to him. Standing in the mirrored ballroom of DWTS for the very first time, Joey felt a mixture of nerves and exhilaration. The air was thick with the scent of polished floors, sweat, and the hum of expectation. He was about to meet his dance partner, a professional who could either make or break his journey on the show. The name Jenna echoed in his mind, sparking curiosity and a twinge of anxiety. Jenna Johnson, the dancing dynamo, had a reputation for transforming stars into champions. Her choreography was fierce, but her ability to push her partners beyond their limits was legendary. Suddenly, the door swung open, and in walked Jenna, her presence electrifying the room. Dressed in athleisure, her hair tied in a neat ponytail, she exuded confidence and warmth. Joey smiled, feeling the immediate connection in the air. If there was one thing he had learned on The Bachelorette, it was to trust his instincts, and his first impression of Jenna was glowing. "Joey," she exclaimed, her voice bright and energetic, as if she had known him for years. "I hope you're ready to work hard because we're going for that mirror ball trophy." Joey let out a breath he didn't know he was holding, grinning from ear to ear. Jenna's enthusiasm was contagious, and any doubts about his abilities started to fade. "I'm definitely ready," he responded with a playful chuckle. "But you might need to teach me how to move a little better than I did in the Bachelor mansion." Jenna laughed, her eyes twinkling. "Don't worry, we're going to start from the basics, and by the time we're done, you'll be moving like a pro." Their first few minutes together were spent talking about the competition, their goals, and most importantly, Joey's dance experience, or lack thereof. He admitted that aside from the occasional shuffle at weddings and a few awkward prom dances in high school, he had little formal training. But what he lacked in skill, he more than made up for in enthusiasm and determination. Jenna assured him that was all she needed. The moment they hit the dance floor for their first practice, Joey quickly realized how challenging the competition was going to be. Jenna wasted no time jumping into teaching mode, showing him the steps of their first routine, the cha-cha. She explained the fundamentals of posture, footwork, and timing, moving with such effortless grace that Joey couldn't help but be mesmerized. But when it was his turn to mirror her steps, it felt like he was trying to dance in quicksand. "Okay, don't worry," Jenna said with a chuckle as Joey stumbled through the footwork, his movements stiff and awkward. "This is just day one. Everyone struggles at first." Joey couldn't help but laugh at himself. "I didn't think it would be this hard," he admitted, wiping a bit of sweat from his forehead. "You make it look so easy." "That's the trick," Jenna winked. "The goal is to make it look effortless, but trust me, even the pros have to work hard to get there. We've got this." Despite the rocky start, there was a palpable energy between them, one built on mutual respect and a shared sense of humor. Jenna's teaching style was both patient and firm, and Joey found himself appreciating how she could push him without making him feel overwhelmed. He needed that balance. After all, this was an entirely different stage than he was used to. In The Bachelorette, his charm was his guide. Here, it was all about precision and movement. After a couple of hours, they took a break. Jenna handed Joey a bottle of water, her own cheeks flushed from the exertion. "How are you feeling so far?" she asked, sitting beside him on the floor. Joey took a deep gulp of water before answering, "Honestly, it's way more intense than I expected. I knew it would be hard. But this is a whole new level. But in a weird way, I'm loving it. It's like I'm pushing myself in a way I never have before." Jenna nodded, her eyes softening. "That's what I love about this show. It's not just about the dancing, it's about growth. You're going to discover things about yourself you never knew." Joey smiled at that, feeling a swell of motivation. "I already feel like I'm discovering things. Like how little rhythm I have," he joked. Jenna burst out laughing, a sound that filled the room with warmth. "You're doing fine. And besides, I turned worst dancers into finalists. You've got potential, you just don't know it yet." As their practice sessions continued in the days that followed, Joey's first impression of Jenna only deepened. She was more than just a dance partner. She was a coach, a motivator, and, above all, a friend. Jenna had a way of making the impossible seem possible, and Joey found himself trusting her completely. Their dynamic evolved quickly. Every time he stumbled, Jenna was there to pick him up, figuratively and literally. Her constant encouragement became a driving force for Joey, pushing him to work harder with each session. And while the physical challenges were tough, it was the mental battles, overcoming self-doubt and fear, that truly tested him.